and we preview our last quarterfinal, Portugal, Morocco. Portugal, Morocco. We were talking about Spain and Morocco being almost like a local derby. The fact that they're 9 miles away from each other. Well, Portugal is right next to Spain, so this is kind of like a local one too. Portugal versus Morocco. So Noah, how do you see this game panning out?
To be honest, I mean, really could go either way. I really don't know. I mean, both teams coming into this game are playing pretty well, considering one team that just scored 6 goals and another team that just held a really elite team to 0. I mean, to be honest, I really don't know. I mean, I feel like one team, Morocco, their defense has been more consistent throughout this whole tournament than Portugal's ability to just like put up goals like that. So I'm gonna be bold here and say that Morocco will continue their momentum and make their take their moments when they want to and be able to capitalize off of that, especially on the counter. Maybe just finish.
Yeah, yeah. For me, I think Morocco's definitely going to play on this in transition again. I don't see. I've talked about Fernando Santos being conservative. In this tournament, he's shown that, so far against teams that have, because let's be honest, as a team, Portugal is going to have more quality than most teams that they face, and that'll be the case again today. When you see the players, Portugal, look at the players that they have on the bench now. Potentially, Ronaldo's going to be on the bench. Rafael Leao, Andre Silva. I mean, they got players and players and players on the bench, and then starting João Felix, Bernardo Silva. We know they have the quality in that team to think that they are a superior team to Morocco. So I don't see him playing his conservative approach again. I think they're going to take the front foot. I think they're going to be willing to play with the ball. And I think the difference between Portugal and Spain is that Portugal are not going to do this sideways backward passing. Having midfielders like Bruno, Bernardo Silva, is different than playing with Pedri, Xavi, and Busquets. Pedri, Xavi, Busquets have a lot of quality, but they didn't really make that final ball to kill Morocco. I think the creativity of Bruno Fernandes is going to be very, very key in this game because it's gonna require creativity to break down this Moroccan defense. This Moroccan defense is very, very strong. You've seen it throughout qualifiers. You've seen it so far throughout this tournament. They've conceded one goal, and that one goal was not really. It was like a own goal that should never have happened. They're tough. They're tough to get in behind, and they're very good defending set pieces. They got some size. Hopefully, Roman Saiz, who hurt his hamstring, will be available for them. It looked like a bad hamstring. The way he pulled up on it, he was able to continue the game. But that's all like adrenaline. Whenever we'll see these next couple of hours what his status is, but he's going to be very, very important because he is the key of that back line. And on the counter, they're going to have to take advantage of because Portugal will open up, and they have more ability on the counter than Switzerland to really make them pay on the counter. I mean, today
Mm-hmm.
Boufal, their left
Sure.
winger, was sensational in that first half. I mean, he made Marcus Llorente. He took Marcus Llorente's lunch money. Boufal and Nasiri and Ziyech in transition moments is going to be very, very important. And Mazraoui and Akraf Hakimi getting up and down the wings because Portugal have shown to be vulnerable defending the fullbacks. And I think Mazraoui and Akraf Hakimi getting up and down the pitch, making overlapping runs alongside Ziyech and Boufal will open up space for other players. And I think that they'll be able to get them in transition a couple moments. But Portugal, with the creativity of Bruno Fernandes and Bernardo Silva, will also be able to, make this Morocco backline work. So this is gonna be a good game. Um, Probably the quarterfinals they're all good games. I'd probably say this was the most lopsided, even though it's not really lopsided. Because I mean everything else, all the other three games, really, in my opinion, could go either way. They're almost 50-50. This game, I do think Portugal are the favorites based on the quality that they have. And if they play the football that they played against Switzerland, the attacking football, look at the players that they got. Like, it's really hard to stop them. They are a good team. I'm not gonna lie. Like, from what I thought from the beginning of the tournament, it's not the same. They have impressed me. So yeah, I have Portugal winning this game. I know you have Morocco winning, but look, I had Spain landsliding Morocco. I didn't think Morocco had a chance. So this game, I actually think that they have a chance because of the way they play in transition and their very strong support. Because when you have that strong back line, anything is possible. When you have a solid foundation, especially in tournaments like this, the World Cup, with a solid foundation that you know your team can keep a clean sheet, and you have Yasser Boni, a bona fide goalkeeper in goal, then anything is possible. Morocco does have a very good team. Amrabat in midfield, man, he was a boss today, and he's going to need to be a boss against Portugal, because he is key. Because if they win that midfield battle against Portugal, then I think that will shift the momentum of the game. Because if you win that Portugal midfield battle against Portugal, then you're really gonna get this Portuguese backline in transition who have been susceptible. So Morocco will have their chances to win this game, but I think at the end of the day, Portugal are favorites based on the quality that they have in a moment or two from Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes, João Felix, or Ronaldo coming off the bench, Rafael Leao will settle this off. So it will be a close game, but I got Portugal winning at the end.